Copyright disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Some footage is used under fair use for commentary, research, and analysis. All rights remain with the original copyright owners. We do not claim ownership of third-party content. Now please enjoy the video. Hey nosy flockers, welcome back to Nosy Ostrich, where the wild world always has something to teach us. Before we get started, please do me a favor, like and slap that subscribe button. Support is free. Thanks in advance, flockers. Now let's get to it. We've all heard the stories. Animals acting strange right before earthquakes, storms, or even tsunamis. But what's really going on? Is it instinct, a sixth sense, or something deeper? Animals have supercharged senses. They can pick up on things we can't. Changes in air pressure, ground vibrations, magnetic shifts, or even the smell of ozone in the air before a storm. When a natural disaster is on its way, these tiny environmental changes trigger their survival instincts. Some scientists believe animals sense infrasound, extremely low sound waves made by earthquakes, volcanoes, and storms that we humans can't hear. Their bodies are like living radar systems. They react instantly to danger, long before we ever know something's coming. Now let's talk about what makes this so fascinating, and how it compares to human intuition. Animals rely purely on instinct. No distractions, no overthinking. Their brains are wired to react the moment their senses detect danger. Humans, on the other hand, have something similar called intuition. That gut feeling that tells you something's off before you can explain why. Scientists believe intuition happens when our subconscious picks up subtle cues, like tension, silence, or environmental shifts, just like animals detect pressure and sound changes. But here's the difference. Animals trust their instincts immediately. Humans often question theirs. When a storm's coming, a dog doesn't wait for the forecast. It hides under the bed. But when people get that uneasy feeling, we usually brush it off. So while animals rely on biological sensors, humans rely on emotional and neurological ones. Both are powerful. We've just learned to quiet ours down. Now let's look at the animals that do it best. Elephants. Elephants can hear sounds up to 12 miles away, including the deep rumbles of earthquakes or distant tsunamis. In 2004, elephants in Sri Lanka moved inland hours before the tsunami hit. Scientists say they sensed vibrations through the ground using their trunks and feet, which act like built-in seismographs. Next up we have dogs. Dogs often bark, whine, or try to escape right before earthquakes. Their paws are sensitive to tiny tremors in the Earth's crust, and they can hear seismic waves humans can't. Another example is toads. In 2009, toads in Italy abandoned their breeding sites 5 days before a major earthquake struck. They likely sensed chemical changes in underground water caused by shifting tectonic plates. Next, we have the elite flyers, birds. Birds have magnetic sensors in their brains. When the Earth's magnetic field changes before a storm, their navigation goes haywire. Before hurricanes, flocks have been seen flying low, changing routes or vanishing from radar entirely. Another example on the list we have is sharks. Sharks have electroreceptors called ampullae of Lorenzini, which detect electric fields in water. When a hurricane approaches, the ocean's energy changes, and sharks dive deeper to safety. So does that mean all animals can sense disasters? Not exactly. Every species has different sensory strengths. But most animals, even pets, can detect something unusual. When many species suddenly start acting strange, birds flying erratically, dogs hiding, insects going silent, it's nature's way of saying, something's coming. Here are the signs to look out for. Pets becoming restless, hiding, or refusing to go outside. Wild animals leaving an area all at once. Birds flying lower than usual or changing direction rapidly. Insects and frogs going completely quiet. Animals don't overthink. They just respond. And that reaction can save lives. Questions for the flock. Do you think animals have an extra sense humans lost over time? And if your pet started acting strange, would you take it as a warning? Let me know your thoughts, and if you have any suggestions on the next topic, please feel free to comment. Most importantly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so we can continue to flock together. Until next time, flockers.